They would do it. They would do it right off of here.
What's up? What's up?
All right, what's up? Yep, what's up, y'all, man? We're back here on another episode of the We Don't Smoke the Same show. And just to let you guys know right off the bat, and we will be ending it a little bit early today because we have to catch Haunted Hill. But this is the reason we are starting it off like this right off the bat. I don't know where Sheiky's at. I'm pretty sure he left because he's very depressed because the Dodgers keep letting him down, and he went to the concert. Fucking C Roc is here. Hey. And we got our special guest chopping it up over here. I'll give a round of applause. She's no stranger to the We Don't Smoke the Same family. Nope. Welcome you over here once again, Angela. And you've been up to like a lot of shit, like ever since like you came here last time.
Oh, it's been fucking crazy lately.
I mean, but like you, like every time I saw like when you were up to stuff like prior to that, like because we did the High and Hungry and. You know, like when I topped it up with you, then you were focusing on booking a lot of shoots and stuff like that. And you know, recently you started doing music and like not just like like I do my music type of shit. Like you did it right off the bat with like a bang. Like you have a collab with Rick Ross and all stuff. Like how did that even come about? Like you know what I mean? I'm gonna give a round of applause like right off the bat.
So yeah, it was pretty fucking cracking on it, kind of like behind the scenes, like not being able to put anything out for a while, but basically
Is that because legality, or are you doing the weekend thing?
Legality kind of thing.
Okay.
So pretty much I started working with a producer based out of London. He goes by Ghostcraft Music or Alexander. Pretty much hit me up to like help me facilitate like really being a rapper. And like, I mean, it's always been something I wanted to do. I've done music since I was like in 4th grade. I played saxophone and shit.
Oh yeah.
And I was in a metal band when I got to like.
Damn, a metal band?
I was in a metal band.
No way.
There's videos out there, but you don't want to see that shit.
All right, so you
moshing and shit.
Some dude got hit in the face with videos.
Oh hell yeah.
He hit you in the
Broke
face?
his
No,
tooth.
not me, but I've gotten hit in the face by guys at those kind of shows. So.
Yeah, you know I like. I mean, I don't know how
Kinda have to
metal
expect that shit
it can
almost.
get for me, you know, but I usually like to watch it from afar
Same,
with these
bro.
shows.
Same here now. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, like
when I
I'm.
was younger, I was all into that shit, but like you start modeling and like I can't fuck.
You're like that's
my
my
bread
thing.
and
So,
butter.
so you always kind of had music in your life in a sense where you started. You used to, how long? When were you? How old were you when you played the saxophone?
I don't know, 3rd or 4th grade, something like that. And then
Damn,
like I
third-
also played drums for a little bit, just in like band. And then like
Like drumline band or like rock band?
I don't know, like drumline band kind of shit.
Okay, so like one time in band camp type shit.
Basically.
Okay.
So when I
One
got to
time.
high school, I was like, I don't want to do this shit and be known as like a band geek. No offense.
You didn't want to fall into that category because you know, fuck. At least in high school, like, isn't it funny? Like people kind of categorize themselves later on in life,
Yeah.
but at least in high school, they kind of implement that in you. Like you're like, oh, I don't want to continue doing the band thing because I don't want to fall into like a band geek type of shit. But you still like music, you know. But you're like, fuck this. I don't want to like. You know what I'm saying? Like I get that though because there's a lot of pressure in high school. Like you're kind of like taught to care about this shit, you know?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, like, I definitely didn't have, like, the best high school experience. I was, like, in, like, the skater, like, emo crowd. I was the first who wore, like, tight pants that and they didn't make tight pants at the time. So, like, I had to, like, sew them by hand to make them, like, tight at the ankle.
No way.
Where was
that's
this?
dope.
Like where was this? What area?
Modesto, California.
Hell yeah.
Damn, that shit is like
Modesto.
that sounds like it's in the middle of like nowhere.
It's literally in the middle of fucking nowhere. Like, when you're going to Sacramento or the Bay Area, you pass through it. It's one of those towns that has...
It's like one of those garlic towns.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's crazy.
No offense, you know everybody needs garlic in California and shit, you know,
It
but
smells bomb out there till you get to, like, where the cows
oh shit, hold on.
Oh, hello.
I really thought this scumbag. I was gonna give him like 10 minutes before we fucking even went up on this shit. I was gonna like Angela was gonna like put your number on her page because it didn't have our people be like,
bad.
how dare you stand her up on an interview? You're such an asshole. I know you never say shit. You wanna come on in, Sheik? Hell yeah.
What's up, y'all?
You wanna come in towards the middle, C Roc? Yeah. Hell yeah. But all right, so you were doing the saxophone when you were like 4th and 5th grade, and then you started doing drums. But you know, high school, you don't want to be labeled as a band person or geek in that sense. Anybody else here ever played drums and shit like that, or any instruments during high school?
Advanced choir.
Well, hold on. What the fuck, dude?
You know how to sing, dog?
Not a one.
Hey, you can, no, so C Roc's in there. You can scoop the mic on this way.
Shit, not no more. But yeah, I was in advanced choir.
Like church choir or what? Or like
It was called Soundsation. So it's like Glee type shit. Like
Soundsation?
singing and dancing. I wore like a blue
Wow.
sparkly like vest.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Like Glee? Like,
Type, yeah. Well, not really. I mean,
I gotta
everyone
ask.
else was, but
I gotta ask you a question, C Roc.
what's up?
I want to know, are you the man or are you a fucking piece of shit?
I had to ask you that, bro, because I can't picture you with the blue vest. It kind of
Oh,
I just picture you like the kid from Rocket Power with dark hair, you know, Sam.
Well, I mean, I was the one who showed up late, like smoked, like I still did everything, but they kind of like needed me for it type thing.
You still
'cause
have
they
that
needed
blue
people.
vest? I mean,
yeah, I do. I have the whole fit.
Please bring that one of these days.
I'll bring it. I have a poster like of like me like all.
With the little fucking cheerleader thing, like yeah,
my hair's all
C-Roc.
parted and shit.
Man, that is crazy. I mean, yeah, I never got into the whole you know, like, well, not actually academically, but I did try giving guitar a try, like acoustic and electric, because I used to like rock before like rap, and it was hard as shit, man. I don't think like fingers this big. It's hard as fuck, you know.
Straight
and then
up,
like,
though. I
what'd
tried
you say?
learning the guitar.
I thought, what did you say, Sheiky Dabarino? Oh, that was C Roc. Yeah, I would have thought. You don't usually say anything Sheiky. Sheiky was the type of guy who was playing baseball. Everybody was trying to play music.
Yeah.
He's over here fucking
You
chewing
fucking
tobacco
dweebs.
at an early age. So what's football and wrestling? Yeah. Damn. What did you do after the whole band thing, Angela?
So after that, I mean, like, I stayed very much in, like, the metal rock scene in my town, but,
Like the people with the checkered vans and Slipknot shirts?
Yeah, straight up. And then, like, when I was, like, 18, 19, I started, like, getting casted for music videos since I'd started modeling, and then, like, got really fucking tired of it, because, like, all these dudes, like, these whack-ass dudes talking about, like, I get butt money, I get bitches, like, I'm like, you don't even have a car, fool, like, what the fuck? So I was like, if they can do this shit and, like, rap about this kind of stuff, so can I, like, fuck this.
And how old are you when you were like, fuck this? Like, because when you said this was when you were barely starting to get booked for
anything.
For anything.
I think I was like 19 or 20, maybe 21.
and you're like, fuck it, I'm doing all these videos. And were these artists that you're noticing? Because I mean, after being here 5 years, I have seen the best of both worlds. There are artists who really come in here, they will test their diamonds and be like, yo, this is 300 racks on my neck. And there's people who have a fucking diamond tester and talk about authentic and shit. So at this time, when you realize these observations, were these like whatever dudes or were these actually unknown names? And you're like, yo, you over here on Instagram flexing this shit.
These are whatever dudes, to be honest. Like,
Okay, so this is just like what about? I mean, now you're past that, and you've done big artists, music videos. Do you still see that with the big artists?
oh, completely. I mean, I know how like the whole like jewelry game goes for the most part. Like,
Damn. Oh, hold on. Explain that. I've really been curious because I actually like when it comes to jewelry, I've been a big fan of jewelry, and I didn't start fucking really going all out with custom shit until I became friends with a jeweler. I mean, I always bought like rings that I found like from like a blacksmith somewhere in like a medieval times fair, like a shit. What's the jewelry game work like?
so from what I've heard from some people who sell jewelry is basically like either some of these rappers rent it for whatever purposes.
Like for short contract times? Like,
Yeah.
you're like, yo, I'm gonna get this chain for like 4 months.
Yeah, not like custom shit, but just like basic like Cuban link kind of shit. If not that, then like fuck, what else do they do? Some of them will get it cheaper than what it's actually like appraised at, and
Yeah.
then like because they know somebody who knows somebody, they get it insured. And why you see all these rappers like getting their shit stolen is because once it's insured, like if it gets stolen, you get that money.
Wow, so it's a fucking scam.
In a sense, I mean, like, it's smart if you're, like, really doing it, though, because, like, think about it. You spend, like, 5 racks on, like, something, and then, like, you get maybe 10 if it's what it's appraised for, depending on, like, the value of it. I mean, I know there's, like, bracelets and shit out there worth, like, $15K. And some people get it for $9 and then get it stolen by, like, they go on a trip, it gets stolen. You got your insurance on it, like you're good.
I like listening to these type of stories because you know, Sheiky, like we're called We Don't Smoke the Same, and we also don't listen to the same music on the way to work. So he likes that '90s era. I'm pretty sure you have an opinion about this because you've already like kind of like felt before like that these motherfuckers are all full of shit. And
no,
I agree.
Everything she's saying, I already knew how it
you
goes
already
down
had
like
it. You're
this.
like, this is all
or
rental.
it's like fake shit. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like I've seen like there's like one page on Instagram that I follow, like their shit looks really real, and some of the artists that like I've seen Trippy in some of their shit, I've seen Kid Boo in some of their shit, and like it's cheap jewelry. But like from far away, like it doesn't look bad and it looks real. So like most people don't question that kind of shit unless you're a jeweler. You don't really know like what's real.
I always want, like, I even wanted to start a segment about, like, you know, as part of this show because I'm kind of working on it where I want to invite some of these people to come be guests and like test your shit. Like I'll hook you up. Like if your shit is legit, I'll give you a care package from my sponsors and shit. You know what I mean? Like I'll hook you the fuck up because I know all these rappers love free weed. But like if you fail, that shit just gets put out there. But like my biggest fear with like starting that segment is that nobody would fucking show up. You know what I mean?
I don't think anybody wants to be put through that, dog.
Nah.
You know, well, cause look, man, like I like when. Like, I'm not gonna go ahead and flaunt, like, and flex something that I don't have, you know what I mean? Because that's just not, I don't see the people I'm around me doing that. Like, I don't even see, like Be Real has pounds and pounds of fucking personal weed, but you don't see him flexing the shit and
I feel like if you really got it, you don't flex it. Like, you don't see me, like, flexing how much I've spent on my tattoos, and, like, I've spent a goddamn lot more than somebody's chain.
Yeah, you have an art collection on your body, and you have to, and not only that, it's like, it's you like when you look at it from that point of view, it is technically considered an art collection, and it's like you can't insure that shit, you can't do none of that shit. So it's like you really have to be about it. It's like it's the same thing. Like I made goals when I was younger. I was like, fuck it, when I buy some jewelry and shit, like I'm really gonna buy it. Like I'm cashing out on this shit. And I mean, I ain't over here spending $250,000 on the fucking chain, but the shit I got, like when
I can't justify that kind of shit. Like I'd rather put my money like that towards something better. Like I mean, I'm more so into like real estate and like rental properties and shit. Like if I'm gonna put that kind of money down, I'm gonna put it on. I mean, like in a sense, like if you are doing the whole like insuring your jewelry thing and
fucking running the scam up and shit.
In a sense.
Hey, let's set that up with Be Real, dog. Like you snatch this chain real quick, you know, like.
He punch you in the face and snatch your grills, dog.
You know what? I gotta get him insured first. I'll get him insured. We'll put bigger.
Ain't nobody gonna insure that fake ass shit.
Hey, bro. Hey, hold on. Don't make my boy come up in here and, you know, fucking do his whole thing. You know, I do know the right type of motherfuckers that is plugged in out here. We are, you know, miles away from the Diamond District. And for all the people that you know, Angela, don't be calling me out on this shit because you know it ain't true. Motherfuckers will vouch and be like, yo, motherfucker cashes out with this shit.
I'm sure.
I took offense to that. Like, you gotta give him a
backside. Don't cry, fool. It's fine.
You know, you made me feel like I got tinfoil on my teeth. I ain't gonna lie though, when I was a kid though, I did do that. I was like,
me too.
Yeah,
I think we all did.
Nah, not Sheiky. Sheiky did not do that. Sheiky was looking at it like he was looking at his fucking Nori fucking album.
That bus show.
Hey, where the fuck is Bzzt, by the way, man? What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm surprised there ain't shit on.
Yeah, hold on. Hey, somebody, Sammy, text
up.
fucking Bzzt. Like, anybody else try to this? Oh, I forgot. Oh, by the way, hold on. Now that you fucking actually hit the joint, I want to. Oh, okay. Oh shit, I'm gonna give you a round of applause because Angela's actually smoking this time.
People act like I like fucking never
Fake smoke. You know how they have fake news?
I took a year off, and then everybody's like, "You don't even fucking smoke weed."
Why did you take a year off?
I don't know. I just kind of wanted to see if I could do it. Like at first, it was just a tolerance break, and then like it turned into like, you know, like I don't really need this, but like
It helps.
It helps. Like
Yeah.
I mean, I'm back to it. So
Did you last the whole year? Like you were just
yeah, I lasted a whole year without doing anything, and then like switched to like CBD because I started getting panic attacks from some strains. So like I learned a lot more about what I was smoking and like whose shit I was smoking. So be careful what you smoke and whose shit you smoke out there.
Did the legal shit like make you change your mind about going back at it because at least you know if motherfuckers are testing you, or is that you're just like fuck it, it's time to start smoking?
A lot of the people's shit I smoke isn't tested or anything. Some of the people's stuff I do smoke is, but like I feel like it's
you got a bunch
you
of
know when you know.
You got a bunch of text messages be like, yo, Angela, you're being a fucking jerk all the fucking time. Like smoke some weed.
For real.
And then they're like, chill the fuck out. Like, now that you're, how long have you been back to smoking?
Since the beginning of this year.
And do you feel it's like improved your life in a sense?
No, I mean like not improved.
Like not improved it, but like, do you see more benefits now that you took a break and you're like, you know what works for you and like what it does for you?
Yeah, and like my tolerance, I will say, like I can take a couple hits off of something and like be so good instead of like before I was like dabbing a lot and like my tolerance just got way too up there where I just wasn't getting high anymore. And then like once I started smoking and like I definitely had like one huge bong rip because I like smoking bongs mainly.
You like smoking bongs?
I like bongs.
Damn. Hold on. That's Sheiky shit right there.
It's so much better.
What do you like about the bong? Because me personally, Sheiky's broken down. The homie Nels is broken down. Fucking Lenny has broken down. Because you fools are like bong. Like, you have a bong at home. When you go live, Sheiky, don't you fucking go on live and you're hitting a bong?
Sometimes.
What do you love about it, bro? Like, cause B-Real has given you.
It's quick, bro. It's efficient. You don't gotta use up all your weed. You just pinch off a little nug, bro. Put it in there.
You don't got tobacco and shit.
I mean, but he would smoke joints.
Break it down, C Roc.
He would smoke joints. You smoke bongs too?
Yeah. I have like a 2-footer, but like it's like good flavor too. You could like tell like a lot, like, you know, in the flavor of the bud and shit.
But are you talking about big bowls, like fucking like?
No, I take like little snaps, you know, just good shit. And then honestly, that shit dumbs you like in the fucking.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like that shit gets you like good. And I be dabbing fat, so you know what I mean. Like I dab a lot too, so.
I've tried it, bro, and I just can't. Like even these fools will tell you, like I don't really like it in a sense because. I'm like, yo, the water gets dirt weird. You know what I mean? Like after like 2 or 3 hits, you feel like you have to clean the water.
Then you get more sponsors though for shit.
What, for bongs?
For bongs, like bong cleaner, different shit like that. I don't know. There's something. Plus, I like how it looks like when somebody takes a rip of a bong. Like aesthetically, it's like.
Hey, Sheik.
Pleasing to
that
me.
just gave.
Like those videos.
I don't know about you, dog. But if I was you, because you smoke off a fucking bong every day, dog, you should just fucking be like, hey. Y'all want me to fucking clean my bong every day? Well, send me some shit. I think you could fucking tap into a whole different market.
Send me some bong cleaner.
I already got a fucking sponsor for this shit right now.
Damn, but you have a lot of sponsors, Angela. Like you have fucking car part sponsors, like Pep Boy sponsors you and shit. And fucking like
I'm doing a fucking gig for Mike's Hard Lemonade tomorrow.
Damn, Mike's Hard Lemonade. Hold on, but you're not just like the chick, like behind the booth, right? Like, what are you doing? Let us know.
Just like serving alcohol to people.
Okay, all right.
Boring shit.
You just hooking motherfuckers up, getting them drunk.
Pretty much.
Do you drink?
No, I don't drink at all. I've never been drunk.
You've never been drunk?
I've never been drunk.
Wow.
Never.
Not even once. Like you didn't have to drink it and get drunk for you to decide and be like, oh, this is.
I've gotten like buzzed and shit, but like that to me, like that got me to the point where I was just like, I don't want to do this. Like, I don't like how this feels.
Damn.
That's how I feel about alcohol.
Hey, do we have Sammy? Did you? By the way, if Sammy's out there, fucking, I don't know if you hit up Bzzt or not, but fucking, yeah, are they coming? All right. I'm trying to fucking. I'm wondering about that because I don't know if they probably thought the memo because we are going to Haunted Hill after this. By the way, it's been fucking 10 years since fucking B-Real and the rest of the Cypress Hill gang has fucking done Haunted Hill in fucking LA or in California. So I want to go see what's up. We're probably gonna go see after this. So you don't drink and you're just like fuck it. That's not for you. But the smoking. What do you like smoking now? Like do you prefer just bong? Your favorite strain?
It just has to be indica. Like definitely like Purple Punch has been one of my favorites. Anything like
Blue Dream,
I know.
Angelo.
It's good though.
If you're gonna go with the indicas, they gotta give you like the fucking.
I don't like too like I don't know.
Yeah, like a Cool Auto or an Insane OG, or you know, I mean, but you know,
Never smoked Insane OG.
Damn.
Whose fault is that?
Hold on.
Whose fault is that?
Hold on. You know what? I think even Kenji's here. I don't know if he left to the concert, but if he's here and we take it during the break, I'm gonna fucking. Oh wait, hold on. Did you get past here? Did you guys pass? All right. What is it? I'm gonna ask him because like if you've never smoked Insane OG, there's a clean bong back there that I cleaned because I know I broke it in. And this shit right here is, I mean, fuck. B-Real wouldn't be fucking putting his name behind it if it wasn't some shit. That's some like. There's people here like Raz Dude and Sheiky that would much rather not smoke anything than smoke that shit. Am I lying, Sheik?
You're not lying.
Like we.
What do you mean smoke anything?
No, I said they would not. They would much rather not smoke anything than like if it's not Insane OG. Like if it's not your forte, like somebody comes in here, hey, check out this weed, and you're like, it's whatever. You just like, I'll just wait for some Insane OG.
Yeah, we've had to wait like weeks at a time.
I don't know how you motherfuckers could fast that long, man. I could not
Fuck
laugh.
that.
Yeah, like that's fasting and shit, bro. Like, you don't like the flavor weed, Angela? You don't like the?
No, I do. Why do you think I smoke bongs?
You just like.
I just don't think I could fast that long
We
now
just need
anymore.
a weed sponsor with good weed.
OG weed sponsor.
Yeah,
I
me
need
and
I need
Sheiky.
Bzzt to show up. I think it's. I'm telling you, they all probably got the fucking memo and they were like, hey.
They should have.
Yeah, they because it was kind of like last minute, but I was like, fuck it, we're gonna go ahead and run through with it. Because usually though, when the bartender's here, we just usually get fucked up. We usually have a bartender up in here. Are you now that you're doing the rapping thing though? Are you gonna like, are you still gonna do both, or are you gonna like both agendas? Like,
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna still do both, like, because like, what was I gonna say? Fuck. That's my
hell
money,
yeah,
like that.
that was that fucking high fucking. It was just like, I'm still gonna do both, but what was I gonna
Like,
say?
what the fuck was I saying? That's why I don't like getting high during interviews, but like, no, because like that's my money, like that's my career. Like I feel like it would be stupid if I changed up myself just for a rap career when like people have been following me doing the modeling thing. Like that's something I'm never gonna stop.
Yeah.
I mean, until I'm too old to where it's like, bitch, you need to stop. But
Where do you draw? Where is like where a professional model like like yourself draw the line? Like you're like,
I
hey,
don't know. It depends how I look at like 35.
is that like the age where like a lot of models decide to like?
For the most part, or it's like you see girls that it's like,
like,
honey, you need to like step aside for a little bit. And I mean, even at that point, like I'll manage girls or something. Like I'll do an agency. I'll do something to where it's still in that realm.
Be like the Diddy of model booking.
Pretty much. I'm getting there.
I feel like
You need models for your music videos. Hit me up. I got bitches.
I could definitely vouch for that. That is very
I've gotten
fucking
these on some
true.
bitches.
And I'm telling you, y'all motherfuckers are afraid to invest in your music and shit like that, but everything fucking costs money, you know what I'm saying?
Everything.
People-
Fucking recording, beats, fucking features, like
Hell yeah,
feature.
What's the most? I mean, now that you're like doing the rap thing, like, what's the hardest part for you? Do you have trouble like?
I think because we signed so early, it's got to be like adhering to a label and like we recorded like my first song and music video and everything like at the beginning of the year, end of last year. And
I remember that you posted it up, and I was like, oh, is that gonna
oh,
come
what
out
the
next
fuck?
month? This isn't that, and then you're like,
we just posted it earlier this month or like finally. I don't remember exactly
It is
when we
October
posted
now.
it. Yeah. I don't know. We posted sometime recently and like that's the only thing that sucks is like waiting because like they have specific deadlines. They want to make sure like they can put enough into you and like
the Sheiky, please.
I mean the video got on World Star, so I'm not too mad about that.
Were you ready for that World Star shit?
I thought I was ready after like the comments from like when we did High and Hard, but like World Star's
Yeah, that was
comments.
pretty fucked up.
And my producer told me like, do not read the fucking comments, but my ass doesn't listen. And
It
like
got under your skin.
a little, like definitely a couple of days. There was a couple of days I was like, oh, I should I even do this? Is this even worth it? And then I was like, man, like fuck that shit.
What was
like,
the shit that pushed you to the edge? I mean, if you even want to like talk about it.
I mean, it was just like a very sexist comments, like, and being a girl in the rap game, like, I'm not gonna lie, like, it's hard as fuck to get taken seriously coming off the bat, especially like being me coming off the bat of modeling. At the same time, like, I am very blessed on to like be able to just get signed right away and
That
put
is
out
true.
huge shit, but
You know what? I mean, I feel like the most comment you're gonna get is gonna be like, oh, look at this Instagram, model, fucking, this is what you do when you can't.
yeah, like,
model no
oh,
more.
stick that I heard a lot, like, oh, white girls can't rap, oh, like, she's annoying, just different shit, or too many tattoos. I mean, I've heard that shit a lot, but there was a lot.
But the tattoos are kind of like a thing that made you your signature person. Like,
Yeah, but other people coming in who don't know me at all, like, don't see it like that.
people feel like they know the whole fucking world. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like, and at the end of the day, like, I mean, fuck, like, there's a lot of opportunities out there, and it's like you landed a very good opportunity with that, because believe me, there's a lot of wasted talent out there. Like and just having the right. How did you? C Roc, what were you gonna say before I get into this?
Oh no, I was just saying that's lame as fuck with the tattoos shit.
They're hating on the tattoos, like
That's lame.
mean,
to
people
comment
are, I
on.
mean, I know people are gonna hate no matter
Yeah,
what,
yeah,
and I feel like a
100%.
lot of people need to realize that. Like,
Yeah,
if you get posted on some big media outlet,
it's
like
gonna happen.
it's gonna happen no matter what.
troll
World Star is the
people.
worst fucking place for it, but I mean that's just internet trolls. Like I dare any one of them motherfuckers to say some shit to me in person, which nobody ever will. But
Exactly.
yeah, they don't ever. I mean, we saw that shit being tested in the cannabis community this weekend, and it was not too. I mean, Sheik, how would you have handled that situation? Somebody would have, hey, I'm tired of you talking shit about baseball. How should that
I
situation
mean-
been handled, Sheiky?
As far as as the shit that went down.
Yeah, or let's just say to the people that that, because people are.
I mean, that guy talks a big game online. If you're gonna talk like that, and when shit fucking finally hits the fan, you better fucking back up what you talk about. Is all I'm gonna say.
That's what I'm talking about right there. And I wanted to ask Sheiky, because Sheiky is one of the motherfuckers that they even say it in, what do you say in Spanish? No tienes pelos en la lengua. You don't got no hairs in your tongue.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's like, you got no censorship, and he is that guy. Like, when people want to call up for life advice on shit, they should call up and ask Sheiky if you want that real shit. If you want that shit that's gonna be like, you can do it, you can do it, you can call me.
have
But
a fucking advice line on we don't smoke the same for him.
we do,
We
but
should.
But Sheiky's advice line would just be like very blunt. It'd be like, you know what, you gotta stop
People
being a
need
little
this shit
bitch.
though.
Stop being a pussy. Fuck you.
Yeah, put that number up, bro. Put that fucking number up. Sheiky's gonna be Dr. fucking Sheik right now, or
Dr. Sheik.
Need
Dr.
some
Curly.
fucking advice? Call up.
Yeah, need some fucking advice. So I mean, what's next for you? Are you planning on doing like shows and shit? Like, or is that
Yeah.
up to the label?
I mean, like the shows, it just depends, like what I can kind of get into, and like what I want to get into, because obviously I only want to do shows that like make sense for me. But we have another music video dropping soon. We still need to film it, but I think the next song we're dropping is with Kasky, if you know who he
Yeah.
is. So we have to record that music video. I was actually just in his last music video on some like homie shit,
Hell yeah.
which was cool, but still got to figure out what we want to do for our video. And
I feel that people are gonna have that reaction when they see you like in a music video, and they're gonna be like, "Hey, like, wasn't she rapping in the last video that I saw and shit?" But, I mean, that's dope that you're like sticking by it, because I think like people would like, you don't want to let those people for doing what you want to do like win on that shit, because I feel like there's a lot of people, and like once you've been dedicated to it, like really been dedicated to it, and like you get to a certain point, like if you're in it in 2 years, like you might as well just ride it till the wheels fall off, because
why not?
at that point, like it's like fuck, like how much time have you invested, and then like for that shit to go to waste, like what are you gonna really do and strive for? Because you're aiming for something that is to a lot of people considered far-fetched.
And I think that's why I like doing what I do, because like even when I started modeling, people told me like, "Oh, you'll never do it big. Oh, like you'll never be anything in it."
I mean,
so I
how
was
you
like,
s-
"All right, fuck you." Like, and it's the same with music. Like, I think it's stupid to let anybody else tell you how you should live your life. And like even with the music, I wanted to see if I could do it. I wanted to see like when we started going to like these crazy, like we went to meetings at like Capitol Records and fucking like Universal and shit, and I was like, what the fuck is actually happening? Like this cannot be real life. Like, and it's dope to see something come of that because of like what you put in, like the work you put in, like, and I put a lot of goddamn work into building my name and building myself, and like
Yeah, your followers are
I'm damned if
legit.
I'm gonna let anybody tell me like what the fuck I can't do.
Your following is definitely legit. Like anything you put out there, like like some people, like especially like where shit is so cosmetic these days, like in a sense where like you can have that fake badge on your page, or you can have the fake followers and fake comments.
There's been a lot of times like I get hit up by like that stupid flat tummy T shit, like that
Yeah.
you see every Instagram girl doing. Like I won't put my name on that shit because like I don't. Why the fuck do I need that? Like
You don't need to
same with
endorse-
other shit. Like I'm not gonna do I'm not gonna get any plastic surgery. Like I think. I mean, to each their own, but like I'm also not one of those like premium Snapchat girls selling pussy online.
Is that the whole gimmick?
That is now, it seems to be. And no shade to like any girl who does hustle like that. Like all for you. Like hustle, get your fucking money.
You know what I don't get about that though? It's like, like, and I'm gonna like put it out there that if you're gonna do premium and then you're gonna cry about some motherfucker from like Dubai offering you a fuckload of money,
Or sending you dick pics.
yeah, or sending you dick pics 24/7, I don't think you have the right to fucking cry about it when like you're over here shoving a dragon dick in your pussy like in fucking late night Snapchat, and you know you got motherfuckers wondering like, hey, like, can I fist you or some shit? And you're like, oh my god,
How dare you?
nobody treats me with respect. I was like, well, you just took a fucking, you know, dragon dick in your vagina.
that's
And you want
fucking
people to
true,
come at you
though.
with like roses in their mouth and shit and be like, yo, let me fucking tangle you and you know to.
I think
dinner and
because
shit.
this world like lately is so like liberal and so fucking feminist driven and shit like that.
I'm not laughing at that, but look at the fucking
What
Raz
the
dude.
fuck? Who the fuck found that?
Yo, anyway, can you get me one of the beers out of the freezer, please? Come on, dog. You
I
can
think
steal
like
it.
this world's so like easily offended, and it's so easy to be fucking offended online by anything.
What's the hardest thing making that transition that you're doing now? I mean, you're not like making a full transition because you're still doing both, but like, what's the hardest thing that you feel like you encounter?
I think the sexism of it, because like I'll still do people's music videos for now because like it's easy money, but and like sometimes it's a good connection. Like if I know somebody big is gonna be there, it might be a good connection for me to go make to meet somebody, or anything in those senses, or like it could get me recognized more if
Yeah.
I'm on like if they have a big following. And I think for me it's like being taken seriously when I'm at those situations where it's like, hey, yeah, I'm a rapper too, like, and then they're like, oh, okay, like whatever. And then
Damn, that's that fucking reaction when you tell people like, yo, I'm a rapper
it's
too.
happened before, like, and then like some dudes, I forget where they were from.
You see, Sheiky, we're not the only ones, dog. Where people are like, oh, okay, yeah, cool.
But I
can you
mean,
give
like,
me that
it's
interview
like
with
that a
B-Rock?
lot, because, like, people will be, like, shit like that with me, and, like, oh, well, I model, too, and, like, okay, what, like.
Yo, another dab, Sheiky, you look kind of sad over there. Here, pass him this over here, because hey, fucking Bzzt was going to fucking be here, dog. So, yeah, I know. Next week, we're fucking having a fucking bar mitzvah over here, and we're getting, like, 9 gifts or whatever, whenever they get 9 gifts. Which one is it, Anthony? When do you guys get 9 gifts? Is it Hanukkah? Okay, yeah, well, we're gonna have a Hanukkah next fucking week.
Who's getting their foreskin clipped?
And we're gonna get a fucking.
Oh, God.
And we're
I'm
gonna
so glad I don't have to do that shit.
celebrate and shit. But
I'll do it.
You'll get your foreskin clipped?
I have a little bit extra left. Hey, so what do they do with all the foreskin? Like, you know, do they throw it in the dumpster?
You know,
throw
They
it out?
keep it.
They keep it?
Didn't you see Meet the Fockers?
It's like some government fucking experiment. They keep
It's
your
like-
DNA and shit.
What the
it's like a
fuck?
bartender, bro. You just keep the tips. You know what I'm saying?
The doctor fucking takes it home, cooks it.
I mean, hey, yo, what's the most sideways shit? Like, I mean, is that as bad as it gets with these situations where like you have to go to these meetings and shit like that, or like what's the most sideways shit like you've gotten from like going out there and like just having people take you serious, be like, nah, I'm like for real, like I got these real features and this real shit, like I got a real following.
I think once people see that kind of shit, and they're like, oh, fuck, like, you have a track with Rick Ross, like, you have a track with Caskey, like, and I'm like, yeah, I have these other tracks coming up, features coming up, too, like, then they start to, like, get it more in their head, or they see my following, and they're like, well, fuck, like,
But
but
like,
I don't know, like, I feel like it's always gonna be like that, no matter what, being a female, like, until, like, people like, you've known me for a while, so, like, I do feel like you respect me as a person, but, like, people who just meet me might, like, not take me as seriously.
they might judge you before anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I was like, we've been to San Francisco fucking with Scum Dude up there driving.
Oh my
Yeah.
God,
Yeah,
that was
like,
so long ago.
Yeah, like, so I've known you for that long, and I've seen you make that transition, and it's like, yeah, it's like you're my homie, so I know where the grind comes from, but what like in regards to experiences, like what's the, like what I was saying is like what's the most like sideways shit a motherfucker ever come across to you? Like is dick pics as bad as it gets?
I don't really like, surprisingly, but like, I don't know, just like dudes, like they get my number because I'm like, okay, like this could be a good connect, and then they don't stop fucking hitting me up on some other shit, and it's like, yo, like I don't want to hang out with you, like,
Like somebody's like, yeah, you know, let's do a collab, and
oh
it's
yeah,
like a very
come by the
unknown artist.
studio, like, and then nothing happens, like, and it just keeps like on like flirting shit, and it's like, yo, like, and I get real tired of that shit real quick, like,
You just be letting motherfuckers know what it is. Like,
yeah, because I mean, I've been with my man for like 2.5 years, like, that shit ain't going nowhere.
And you're not like, I mean, and here's the thing, like you're not, and when you know you have a boyfriend and either a lot of models, you know, and they do that like, and it's like I know, I know like firsthand, because I found out the good way and the bad way that a lot of them like to hide their boyfriend, and that personal side. It's like you let that shit be known out there, and for a while you were single, like you had a lot of motherfuckers on you. Did you lose a following because you let that personal life out?
No, surprisingly, like.
Or did you embrace like those people that you lost? They just got doubled with people that were fans of you.
Yeah, I feel like I got a lot more respect because like once people saw that like my boyfriend Brandon was there to like stick around, like then people have come up to me and him if we're both at an event or we're somewhere and they're like, oh, will you both take a picture with me? Like they get invested in the relationship because they show like the funny parts of our life and like the realness of our life, and like I think it's dope for normal dudes to see out there like. You don't need to be like some poppin' ass rapper to get like an Instagram model girlfriend. Like, just use Tinder.
Facts. I was like, facts.
True.
It was like up there in the mills, and you only got 10K. It's cool. Aside from that, what about like what's the hardest thing having to balance that out? Because I imagine the more that you keep going with this music, eventually you're gonna start doing shows, and then those shows, you're on a label, so like. They're gonna eventually land you like maybe an arena show or maybe a tour. Like
tour would be sick. I mean, I definitely want a tour. Like, that's.
You think balance is probably like would be the hard in life and work?
Yeah, I mean, I already kind of do it now. Like, I've been traveling a lot. Like, I was just in Denver last week, and then Portland the week before, and then like a couple weeks before that, I was in Orlando. And
right?
It was trade shows more so.
Okay.
But I mean, my boyfriend's definitely gotten used to that shit. I wouldn't say he likes.
But going after the rap lifestyle, like you're about to like amp this shit. Like let's just say you have it on like level 4.
Yeah.
You're about to be like on fucking I don't know, like you could go to level 9, level 10 just right away, and that just means like hey, like and and you see it, C Roc, you deal with a lot of young artists. Like we see it here, like I mean we see it with like the legend fucking B and shit. Like
yes, sir.
I mean that fool's booked all the way to Christmas time, so there is that reason. It's like, are you ready for all that? Like
I don't know. Like I think about that kind of shit, and I think about the shit where like. I don't know if I want to be to that level of where like I can't go to the grocery store anymore. I can't go do normal shit anymore. Cause like now I can go out and like once in a while I'll get recognized like just because of Instagram. Like if I'm at the gas station or like driving.
You got fools tattooing your face on them, That's pretty
shit.
big, you know what I'm saying? Like,
my homie just told me there's a fucking like mural at like the smoke shop that he lives by that has like it's a mural of me. I'm like, what the fuck?
Damn, that's lit. I haven't gotten to that level. I just have graffiti artists tagging them. Tagging he's on
no,
that
he told
shit.
me today. There's like a mural of me in fucking Germany. There's like over like 20 fools with my face tattooed on them. But I don't know if it's for like being a fan. Like I don't know if it's part that or like.
You gotta be a fan at some point to fucking paint somebody, or like.
Yeah, but like a lot of like the photos I do are like artistic in the sense of like being like crazy, and like some people might just want to get it because it's like that's a dope visual.
But I mean, like I said, you have to be a fan in a sense. Like, let's just say they don't fuck with you with your music, but they fuck with you because of the modeling. Eventually, like, because they have somebody, like they have a motherfucker, an artist in Germany painting the shit out there. Like, some people are gonna look you up, and then they're gonna be like, oh, this person does music and this and that.
Yeah,
so
that's gonna be their first experience with me.
Yeah, and like that's what I'm saying. Like, you have 2 lanes where. It's a good possibility to like a level 10, and you're just like, oh fuck, like I'm busy all next year. This shit is
scary.
Crazy.
It's a little overwhelming because like I didn't think it was gonna go this fucking fast as like it did, and I mean like it's crazy. Like when we go to Blacklist or some shit, you see all like the kids rapping there or whatever.
Yeah.
And like or like at these like weed shows, and it's like I think about it, I'm like fuck, like that might be, and no disrespect, but like that might be the farthest that they get in like this because they don't. It's all who you know, like or how much money you have to really drop on this shit.
That's
that
facts.
really comes down to it, and like it sucks, but like that's the industry. Like
it's happening to every big industry, sports, fucking right, Sheik? Happen in sports all the time. They're not drafting the kid playing at the local park every single fucking day, playing little league to fucking like all the leagues all the way up. They're not drafting that fool. They're drafting the fools that are on ESPN being cameras all the way down the way up. And I'm telling you, because you know who made me realize that, dog? Sin Dog, bro. He fucking broke all, like he wasn't in front of those fools, but he broke that shit down while he was watching the playoffs. He was like, man, it's sad that like. No matter how much you practice, you ain't gonna be shit. Like I was like, fuck, dog. He fucking said that cold shit, dog. He was.
It's true, dog.
Yeah, like he was like so.
People need to realize that shit. Like sometimes talent isn't gonna take you as far as you want to go. Like to some extent, like you might get lucky, but like a lot of the time, especially in
like how many fucking J. Cole's are there as compared to how many Lils and Youngs are there? You know, like
Fuck.
or some shit like that. Like motherfuckers that are really like talented. Like there's probably like 5. How many rappers out there, Sheik, that you could say that could actually rap these days? Can you put them in a handful as compared to the other ones that are actually like talentless?
I don't know. My fucking answer is gonna be very biased. Just because I really don't know what the fuck's being played right now.
You don't listen to mainstream shit.
I haven't listened to like FM radio as far as hip hop
Yeah, but
goes.
some of the fools that you listen to, like fucking Griselda and Conway and all these.
I mean, West Side Gun, Conway.
They're getting radio play, you know. So they're.
I always listen to fucking Evidence.
So it's like all these people that could actually get down. It's like there's still fools out there that believe in your shit, man. But it's just a lot harder in case you're listening out there with your mixtape and shit like that. Like, you better start building these people skills and know how to fucking, build business relationships, take a business
because
class.
standing outside of fucking at the Venice Boardwalk and trying to hand out your mixtape and being like, oh, it's $5 once you hand it to them. Like, here, take my mixtape and sign your name on it. That shit ain't gonna work.
That shit is not gonna work.
I hate that fucking approach.
Yeah, it's like, yo, man, you like music? Like, of course,
Take my
I fucking
mixtape.
like music.
Oh, by the
motherfucker.
way, that's $5.
Yeah, you're like, that's not really gonna work. Maybe, like I said, take like a fucking business class or some shit, or like
learn how to build social media, because like social media is like the full platform of like how shit's gonna go with this new generation and everything. Like,
yep, that is very true. That social media shit is it's important, and I had a lot of motherfuckers that didn't really see the value in that shit when I was really starting out to do this music shit. And that's a big reason why like I can't really work with a lot of these people no more, because it's like, fuck, when you really start learning the ropes to this shit, that's really what it comes down to, building these relationships. Because some of these features that like you see these people, or like some of these like fucking collabs or shit like that you see in the industry, like that shit was just like a phone call away, because somebody called somebody and they just skipped all these steps that you kind of build yourself up for, And it's like, man, we seen fools that have really grinded it out and put in 10 years into the shit and actually it paid off. And then we've seen people that, in like a matter of like a year, they're like over here on TV, like, what's that one other girl, Sheik, that red hair girl, that one that's on Wild and Out all day?
oh, fuck.
Justina, right? Or,
Yeah,
Justina
Valentine.
Yeah, bro, remember when?
Yeah, she hosts like the fucking the Jersey Shore reunions and shit now.
Bro, remember when like it was maybe like less than 2 years ago, and she was
right here.
Her publicist was fucking Laura, bro.
What the fuck?
Her publicist was fucking Laura, and she came here and she was doing her fucking, her East Coast freestyle and shit over here, and then doing McDonald's commercials, dog. You know when you get McDonald's money, dog? That's like, hey, here, let me pay you in 3 Honda Civics. Like, fuck. With the LX behind them, you know what I'm saying?
I met this fucking kid, 17 years old, 3 million Instagram followers, making 10 racks for an advertisement.
Oh,
it's like,
God.
what the fuck?
That hurts my soul. It hurts my soul. Like, they give you heartburn, Sheik? It gave me heartburn.
Yeah, that shit hurts.
It does hurt. I really hope, like, just, because you're giving us insight here, because, I ain't gonna lie, like, I feel that you as a female sometimes, like, or females in the industry, like, people of power, they disclose a lot of shit, thinking that, like, oh, they have, with their mentality, and then it's like, they don't know that there's actual females that pay attention and really figure the way the puzzle fucking works. And then, we got homegirls like you that'll be like, nah, like, this motherfucker's like, watch, it's fucking Reddit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't never gonna, like, if somebody comes up to me and is like, oh, how come you don't have the Prezi roll? They'll be like, because I paid my shit off cash, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck that. I didn't rent my shit out. Like, man, you see what, I ain't worried about that fucking diamonds on the fucking shit. Like, you broke down a lot of real shit right here.
I'll try.
Hey, what about like the whole like model shit? Like, where's it leaning towards? Like in regards to video, do these video girls just go around from hot rapper to hot rapper?
So a lot of the music videos, and this is weird because these people apparently make a lot of money, but like a lot of big rappers can get girls to shoot their videos for free because they're like, oh, I'll give you exposure. Like, I'll give you exposure. You could say you hung out with Wiz Khalifa just did a video. Needed like a shit ton of girls, like no budget for the girls, but girls showed up. And I think that's the problem with a lot of this shit, because like they let these artists like And it's like, you're not getting exposure. Your name's not getting in this shit. Like, you might have 2 seconds on fucking camera, but like nobody's gonna know who you are because there's no way to find you. It's not like they put your Instagram handle in the description or anything. So how is that exposure? Like,
Fuck, damn. That's like, and that's on like Wiz Khalifa level right there.
yeah, that fool's got money, and like, I don't know why he couldn't pay a lot of these girls, but a house full of girls. So I don't know, but a lot of the time that shit happens.
I guess in that sense, the management just comes out like another budget cut. Like if you can get it for free, you might as well get it.
Well, yeah, and I get that. Like,
because there's people that really, look, there's people out there thinking that like all these likes mean some shit, and like every time like it's like, don't get me wrong, it's like sometimes you're like, everybody gets kind of be like, fuck, I was like, this shit really didn't work, but I was like, yo, you can't pay your car note off with this shit.
Well, that's what I get pissed off with, like, a lot of companies hitting me up or, like, a lot of photographers hitting me up. And they're like, if I like your work, I like your work. But, like, when it comes to product shit even, it's like, I'm doing a job for you. Like, I can't pay my house bill with, like, a fucking bong. I can't pay it with fucking weed. Like, my landlord don't take that shit.
Yeah, right? I do understand. And sometimes these companies and these people got to be approached that way where it's like, hey, like, that's cool. Like, you send me, like, like 3 rigs and shit, and like that was your choice, but
yeah. But then they expect shit. Like, I've gotten shit from people who are like, hey, I'd like to send you a gift, and then a couple weeks later they're like, hey, when can you post it? I'm like, well, that was a gift. Like,
yeah, like if I like it, I'll post it.
If I like it, I'll do it. Like, oh, can you send it back?
Damn, you been asking shit. You can send some shit back.
I've gotten asked. So I'm not gonna like shade out who it was.
That's some fucking.
It's sad, but I feel like it comes down to that point of like people doing shit for free fucks this whole system up, because like even if you charge like $25, like something, it's better than like, it's because you're doing a job. You don't go somewhere and ask like your waiter to do some shit and like they're not getting paid. Like, oh, can you do this for Instagram likes? Like, I was just watching my homegirl's story, and she said that she went to a party last night, and this girl was trying to flex like, well, I have this many followers. Can I just not pay to get in? They were like, nah, you can pay or leave.
Damn.
It's getting to that point where it's like people think like, oh, I have 500,000 followers. Like, what can I get? Like, can I get in for free? Don't you know who I am? And it's like, no, like, you're still a regular ass person. Like, but even for company shit, like I see so many girls just taking product for free and posting photos.
That meme is like, people get deleted every day, B. You know what I mean? Like, people get deleted every day, B. You ain't gonna be all right. You not tough. Like, yeah, like if you have not really built that solid loyalty and that solid loyal following, you ain't gonna bounce back. And there is not that many people with, especially like at least from my observation in the cannabis industry, that really have that kind of pull. Because I've seen a lot of, quote unquote big names get taken out, and
they don't bounce back up very.
They don't bounce back because they haven't built the right relationships. But all right, so before we get into this closeout, because we're gonna end it early. C Roc is gonna do a 30-minute closeout, and we're out at 8:30. Where can people check out and download the music if they want to support it? Is it just on all streaming platforms, and what do they have to Google?
So it's on Spotify and iTunes, as far as I know. For the song, if you just look up Angela Mazzanti or We So Mob, it should come up. YouTube under my record label, Cleopatra Records. They have the music video up, and then World Star, if you search my name, the video will come up on their website as well. So as far as I know, those are the main platforms that have my music if you want to check anything out.
You got that on lock.
And then follow my Instagram, because I'm doing a giveaway at 500K.
Damn, you're like at 500,000 almost.
About to be 500,000.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Maybe.
Damn, C Roc's like trying to get like dibs. He's like, yo,
nah.
I'll DJ at like 5 of your modeling events. All right, any last shout outs you want to give out there before we get into ours?
I can't think.
What about you, Sheik? Any last things before we get into this closeout?
Fucking, it's over. The Dodgers suck.
Damn! You suck. This is kind of depressing hearing it from him, because this is the most loyal baseball fan I know. But you know what? If they do win, because the playoff game, if they were to go, it would land on a Thursday. So just in the case that they do, which I believe that, hey, it's long overdue. They have a good chance of winning. When they do win on that Thursday, Sheik, I swear, dog. I'm gonna have you hand over the keys to the studio, and we're gonna lock it up, because I'm gonna have you keep that word of you saying you're gonna get fucked up until you fucking pass out or fucking black out that day. We're fucking celebrating that day, because I'm gonna play this clip over and over again. Like, you know the Jurassic Park fool when he was like, I'm gonna play this clip over and over again. We were like, it's over. It's over. What? It's gonna be, come on, Bobby. All right, we're gonna play the fan over and over again here until it's done. What about you, C Roc? Where you gonna be at?
Shit, I'm in downtown Fullerton tonight at 120 Bar. This weekend, I got a few different events. Look at my Instagram at yo.croc8. Thank you.
Yep. Hey, all right, and big shout out to Curious Radio Entertainment for having me this week. Fucking the Yo 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 podcast for fucking having me on Monday in their 100 episode celebration.
Yeah.
This fucking tonight, we'll all be at the fucking Haunted Hill fucking show with Cypress Hill. And what is it, El Rey, Sheiky?
I guess so.
El Rey. All right, we'll be there, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Enjoy this closeout. First after this clip.
BeReal.tv.